Hey paint hand pals, we got no time to lose. You're gonna need XPS foam, a glue gun and some glue, a rock, brownies for eating, sweet, forks for eating the brownies I guess, some milliput, and sculpting tools. The next competition at my local gaming store is Trash Terrain, building terrain from trash. The problem is, I only left myself with 24 hours to complete my submission. We're doing this. We're going to draw inspiration from the Sarlacc pit and the Sandworm of Arrakis. They look like the most irritable bowel ever. A giant sandy butthole with teeth. Did I mention I only have 24 hours? Let's go! I once heard a dude say something about being patient and persistent. Well, I got no time for patience, but we will persist. We don't have time to mess around, so we're just gonna go full out on this. This may not be the time to experiment, but this whole project is an experiment. If you missed that subscription sign, well, you missed your shot. We're not going back. No time. Now we're going to add some clay around this monster's gullet so we can give its sphincter a proper rim job. Alright, time to fork this thing up. This episode of Paint Hand Dan was brought to you by Hot Glue. I put that shit on everything. Stick some shit to some other shit with hot glue. Okay, back to the show. Okay, everyone. Halfway there. Our rugged rectum is finally primed and ready to paint. I'm going to use apple barrel crafting paint to go over the primer and cover the foam, just to give it a little bit of a stony, sandy look. We're going to brighten it up a little bit, and then turn to the airbrush. It's going to save us a lot of time, and we don't have time to spare. Now we're going to airbrush a little pink on the inside. We're going to follow this pink up with a transparent red. Ooh, look at that. Go around the borders and gums of this sphincter with a little purple. Give it a bit of a swollen look. If you're making a monster along with me at home, you don't have to be limited to the colors I'm using. You can use whatever colors you want. You can turn this monster into anything you want it to be. You can add some stone and make a boreal butthole. You could add some lava and make a volcanus. Maybe a little bit of sand and gravel like I'm doing and make a sphinx hole. Maybe some gore effects, hemorrhoid hill. Or some moss and some mud and make a swampy mud butt. You have total freedom in making whatever kind of fanny cranny or ass crag you want. Oh, I got one more. Colon crater. Okay, I'm done. The important thing is that you're trying something new, flexing your creative muscle, and developing your artistic skills. I'll use sand golem to add a little bourbon color around the edge. I'm going to use my wife's hair dryer to accelerate the drying process. And then I'll come back with some gray to add a little boreal stone around the bourbon butthole. Alright, enough being the butt of a joke. It's crunch time. There's only a few hours left, so I'm going to shut up and hammer this out. Alright, our terrain monster is finally done. Ooh, like it's moonwalking. What's the saying? A moonwalk on this work? Thank you so much for hanging out until the end of the video. But we're not done yet. We gotta bring this to the contest and see the other entries. Come on, let's go. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do not eat hot glue.